Hey YouTube world, it's that dude named Dave and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Before we get started here, I gotta do my price split mission for these videos here. I don't charge much. Like, subscribe, bell notification below. Look, I see you guys are watching my videos, but you're not sub yet. So let me help you by helping me out here. Give you guys a few seconds to do that. Okay, few seconds, we got that out the way. Now in today's video, we're coming back to Kevin Samuels, but this is part 2. If you guys were here yesterday during the live chat in my comment section, everybody was like, that dude, we need you to finish this video. We know it's a long one here, but we need a part 2. So you know what? People asked for it, so here you go. The woman who couldn't take average, and she thinks she's on par with Beyonce. So let's get to the video. We're gonna continue to let Kevin cook, and we're gonna try to make this make sense.
Because attraction is not symmetrical. It's different. What women value and what men value are two different things. You keep saying that you give yourself a ranking based upon your income, and that's not what we value.
But it wasn't just based on income.
It's only based upon what's on the scale and what's in the mirror.
Okay.
And that's what the world would see at a glance. And the fact that you're pushing back and denying this is making me step up and say, now look, you can be as confident as you want, but when you start getting into denial, I'm going to tell you as the image consultant, this is crazy. Because if you went into a modeling call, let's say you took your confident self into an open casting call. And for people who think I'm tough, if you've ever seen an open casting call, they would tell you strip down to your underwear, and they will go put a marker. Have you ever had anybody draw on you and tell you your problem areas? No. That's what I'm saying. So you ladies are over ranking yourselves.
But I feel like when you say that we over rank ourselves, you compare it to the problematic standard that exists that women.
The problematic what?
The problematic standard that exists that women have fought to.
That's bullshit. Knock off a European. I'm comparing you to black women. I'm comparing you to black women. I'm comparing you to black women. No. I'm comparing you to black women.
And you have black women that are.
I'm comparing you to black. Okay.
I'm just.
She's
just
over
saying,
talking,
like, I'm trying to have a open debate, but I feel like
there's no debate about it. There's this whole European beauty standard. I'm comparing you to black women.
Let me pause here. I hate when I hear about the European standard. Here is the real deal. Over 80% of black women are overweight and obese. But for some reason, though, when we talk about black women being overweight, we want to put the racial dynamic on there. No, we need to look at the fact that black women look at your diet, look at your weight, and look at the BMI. We need to kill this noise right now. This is going on here because it doesn't make you feel good, okay? The BMI, the weight, the height, they all matter. It's not a racial component. We are just overweight, not eating right, and not being healthy. Plain and simple. Let's get back to the video.
Problematic standard. You said out of your mouth, regardless as to what the standard is, you said out of your mouth, I feel like I'm on the same level as Beyonce.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can feel that, but it's not
really
true.
Not in every, but yes.
Okay. I'll tell you what. You want to challenge? You want to put that to the challenge? I'll take us.
Hold up. Let's pause here. I got to do this. Beyonce. Look at her, y'all. Do y'all think she's on par with Beyonce? Let's take Beyonce out of here. Do you think she's on par with Kelly? And the third member, I don't know her name right now. And what about the other ones who got kicked out of the group? LaToya, she's an actress now. What about her? Is she on par with them? Back to the video.
A screenshot of this right here, and I'm going to put it on my Instagram story and let people vote. I'm going to put Beyonce's picture and your picture and say, are these two people the same?
Are they?
If you want to see what the market says.
But you can't. No two people are the same.
Oh boy!
See, and the fact that this is one of the things, and I think it's interesting. This whole the back here right here, man. This is why so many of our women are unfit for relationship. You argue facts, data, and statistics. You argue observable reality. The inability to just let stuff go and even just accept the reality. It's like, no, in your mind, what you said is, hey, I want to be married by this time. I want to have my last kid by this time. And if I have my choice, I wouldn't want to have to work to pay significant bills. So I need a man making $300,000 a year. The chance of you getting a man, you would like a man making 300, but the likelihood of that is negligible because they want something. Excuse me?
Not that I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Because the men who make that kind of money want something. And most women want them, and you're competing with the women around him, and they're not typically women who are your height, your weight, and your S&D.
Okay.
Let's ask a question for the ladies and for my fellows in the Discord here. How often do we see a man who is very successful? He is good at his job, career, not just job, career. He's making well over 100,000, like say 300,000 in the bracket here. And he has a wife that is overweight and looks below average. Let's ask that question here. How often do you see this here? Because the only time that you will see something along those lines, they've been married for over 20 or 30 years. It's a long relationship. Kids are involved. But how many single men, eligible bachelors, and then in the dating market, and then they're dating and they get married recently, do you see women, they get with women like this one here? Let's think about that, ladies, who's watching on my Discord. Do you see men grabbing women like this here? Back to the video.
That's the net of it. Everything else you bring to the table is nothing. It's not bad, but it's not exceptional. So if you can get the things you bring to the table in a better package for his S&B, that's what he's going to get.
Okay.
So if you got married, you're saying you would be happy and you would cooperate and work with a man who's making average money, a plumber or something like that, electrician.
Shout out to my plumbers. Y'all getting it.
If that's who I fall in love with,
Electrician's getting it as well.
Then yeah.
It's not about love, man. Love comes later. It's about duty and respect.
That's right.
You don't have love to sustain a 30, 40, 50-year marriage. It's a choice.
And I also think
it's a choice.
The earning potential comes into play because if you're saying men don't reach their full earning.
Excuse me. The earning potential.
Yeah, you said earlier that men don't. I guess.
See, what you're basically saying is he may be here now, but he could increase in the end.
Yeah.
That's not what I said. I said he was going to make it for a lifetime. I counted for that already. There's no increase.
Ladies, why do y'all do this here? I'm stopping again because how often do we see a woman say, yeah, I'll take an average man or he's making this much here and I'll build him up because he's going to make more with me. Stop that. Stop that. Because here is the real deal. A man will change when he's ready to change. Now, a woman could be the motivating factor for it, to help him get married and see the end result. That may be the motivation, but your words is not going to do that. When he is ready, he's going to make that change. When he's ready, saying, no, I'm tired of making this kind of money. I'm going to make more money. I'm going to go back to school. When he says, I am tired and done with this here and it's time for a change, that's when he will do it. Don't think that you get with him, oh, he makes 40,000 now. When I get done with him, he's going to be making 60, 70,000. It never works that way. And if anything, he's going to resent you for trying to push him in a direction that he's not ready for it yet. That is not your job. That is not the mentality you need to take here. Think about that, ladies. Don't do that. Men are ready when we're ready. Let's get back to the video.
He is at the average. He is not a bum. He's doing average work like any other tax-paying solid citizen. Mm-hmm. Not, I'll take him today as long as he's ambitious and he's assertive and willing to do something else. See, gentlemen, this is what I say. You better.
We don't do that with y'all ambitions.
Because at the end of the day, being average is not what they want because they don't think they're average. Average women don't think they're average. Mm-hmm. That's what this segment is going to show. She's average. She doesn't think she's average. Therefore, your average status, even at the beginning, will be a placeholder. She's going to expect you to do better because in her mind, she's up here. But you know what? Lizzo says the same stuff. Let her tell her she's a bad bitch. But
She's bigger, but she's beautiful.
And then when she went to shoot her shot at Chris Evans, she got
Y'all
shot
think
down.
Lizzo's beautiful?
She's not. That body is not beautiful. And that's part of our problem. We've told women like that they're beautiful, and they've made it to where I look at young women like you and you're distorted. You look at
Let me pause here. I gotta say this before I lose my thought here. Lizzo is not beautiful. I'm gonna say this out here, and some women gonna come out and try to cancel me. I will repeat this over and over again. Lizzo is not beautiful. Lizzo is over 300 pounds. She needs to lose at least 160 pounds at the minimum. I don't know the exact weight she is. I know she may be 300 on the par. Don't know. She needs a $160 at least minimum. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to say it again. Any woman at her size is over 300 pounds like that. No, you're not beautiful. You can say all this is big, it's beautiful. No, you don't love yourself because you're not being healthy. You don't take care of yourself. So as far as men, why should we look at that? Like Kev Samuels here. Lizzo's always shooting her shot at Chris Evans, Captain America. And what does he do? Just smile, just send little tweets like that, but he don't really respond back. He just in gushing like, she's coming at me again. Have you seen Lizzo with a well-to-do, high-value man? Only time I see her in the streets with the dudes is with Pookies and Ray Rays when she spot up any kind of guy. Let's get back to the video.
that and say beautiful. And I look at men who see Lizzo naked and they're disgusting.
I am too, Kev.
But there's also men that look at her and think she's.
You're right. You're right.
But
This is what I mean.
Stop.
Black men.
Women, why y'all do this?
What, bitch? What?
Oh my gosh.
Why y'all do this to yourselves?
This is why I say, when I ask the question, what do women owe their community? They owe you nothing. No, I'm talking to them. They don't owe you anything because you can't even deal with reality. You're saying Lizzo is beautiful. To whom?
To men that are into bigger women.
Pookies and Ray Rays.
Like they exist. I feel like when you say those things, you
Yeah, they exist. I know those men typically high value, extremely successful men.
I can't say. I don't.
Bullshit. You can't say. Yes, you can. They're not. They're not. And why is it that, and there's this body positivity stuff, why is it that people like Lizzo, as big as she is, she still wants the hot, in-shape guy? She doesn't want a guy that, why isn't Lizzo going after men that look like Lizzo?
She's always shooting her shot.
You have to ask her that. I don't know.
Yeah, because this is the delusion. To where, remember guys, when I said it's always this subjective variable, there's always these special snowflakes. You may not like my method, but it is rooted in facts, data, statistic, and the science of our culture. This is warped.
So are you saying that she because she is whatever, I don't know what size Lizzo is, but because she is I guess
how much does because Lizzo is what?
But because she's saying that because she's that size, that she should not go after men she finds attractive. I think
Lizzo is 308 pounds.
Okay, so but because she's 308 pounds, and I'm not.
What is your question? What is your question about what she should do?
No, I'm saying because that weight, just because she's that weight, she should not go after that are the standard of attractive men. So like fit men. She
can go after whatever she wants to, but she's not entitled to any of them. That's why she keeps getting shot down by all of them.
But I don't.
Excuse me.
But how can you say?
Excuse me.
I'm good.
Excuse me. She's 308 pounds, and every man she's wanted and shot at has turned her down publicly. You can do whatever you want as a woman. You can think what you want to as yourself. You're entitled to believe what you want, but you're not entitled to those outcomes. You're going to get the reality. And we don't show me the male equivalent of Lizzo, a man who's below average in earnings, expecting a bona fide bad bitch.
But that's not equal because Lizzo.
Yes, it is. It's the same. No. That is the same scenario because attraction is not symmetrical.
That's right.
You're still thinking like this is crazy. You're still thinking that men and women find the same things attractive. The equivalent of Lizzo is a broke man, a short broke man going.
Let me pause here. Do y'all agree with that? Is the equal equivalent of a big woman like Lizzo on the man spectrum is a short broke man. Now, I'm not saying average. My average bro is making 40, 42,000. No, we're not going to put them in there. We're going to go below. When we're saying broke, we're going to say like he's working part-time. He is truly a Pookie and Ray Ray. And you know what? Here's a stat that may kill y'all. But guys who are like 5'2" and below, women don't even look at them. Like there's like a 90% ratio that a woman is not even going to talk to them. So we want to go with Pookies and Ray Rays, 5'2", and is working part-time, maybe, you know, like that. Is that the equivalent of a Lizzo for a woman? I want to hear what you guys say in the comments section. Let me know. Is there a different equivalent for a man to a big woman? Back to the video.
After Rihanna or something, he wouldn't even do it because, and if he did shoot a shot, he wouldn't get on social media talk about you need to accept short broke men and, you know, stop shaming broke men. And you're saying that somebody finds her beautiful and this and that. Okay, sure. If that's what makes you women sleep better at night, that somebody somewhere in the Himalayas is going to find it. But the average rank and file man that she wants, that has options, does not want a woman like her. That's why she doesn't have one.
I can't speak to her life on that level. I think.
Yeah, of course. We can't ever speak to the obvious.
No, women do that.
And how we got
she had opinions before, but now she can't speak on it.
You're at 8, and you would like a man making 300,000, and it's just. I wish you the best, young lady. I really do.
A couple years, whenever I'm married, I'm follow up with you.
No, yeah, but
really,
but he won't be making $200,000 a year.
He may be, he may not be.
Right. This is what, and see, and I want you folks to understand, the people who think this is rude, she would rather waste her time believing on the star that she can get that dude, other than dealing with the fact that, man, you're average.
Listen.
You're average looking woman and you're above average weight. Okay. And that's not
And on that note, I'm going to stop the video because the video is over here. There's a couple of back and forth, but I will put the link in the description below. I'll also put part 1 of my reaction in the video below here as well, because so you can go back and watch that one as well. So to my family here, to the tribe, what y'all think how this ended here? Is this delusional? Do you know many women like this who you've encountered over the years who feels that they have an overinflated sense of ego, sense of value? Let's just call it a buck here. Do you really think that she's on par with Beyonce? And ladies who's watching this here, as much as you are beautiful, as much as you think you're attractive, do you really think deep down that if you dress yourself up, are you on par with Beyonce or Kelly? These are obvious questions. And what Kevin brought out is a question here when you have an over sense of ego or value. If you go out and you dress your best and you see, let's say Beyonce's there and you're there, will they think that you're also a musician, artist, pop star? Or they think, oh, this is a fan who's just trying to get a shot with Beyonce? See, women who have an inflated ego and value are not looking at us regular brothers and think that we can provide and that we can be there for them and have a successful nuclear relationship. She's sitting here waiting, thinking that she can get a guy making $300,000 a year that can take care of her and possibly 2 kids down the line. But how many men are making this kind of money? First of all, and like Kevin said, how many men at what age makes this kind of money? Okay, because let's just be honest, ladies, for a guy to make this kind of money, unless he's in the league, a professional athlete, a musician who got on, this man's gonna be 45 to 50 years old. This woman is 25 years old. Do you think that she's gonna want to deal with someone who's almost twice her age to have that kind of lifestyle? Do you think that you want to deal with a man that age type of lifestyle? Because we do not hit our peak. We do not hit our earning potential, starting around 45 and going up here. So if you want that man, he's going to be older. He's not going to be the same age as you. He's not going to be that young, strapping lad. There might be some possibilities here, but that is not normally the situation here. So fellas, when we see someone like this here, I'm just going to scream it to the top here. Run! Run away from him. Okay, she seemed like she was a nice individual. Who knows, she could have been trolling, you know, but at the end of the day, if they have a deep down mentality of like this here, there is so much for her to learn. And you know what though? It's not upon us to teach them. On top of that too, let's just put the facts out here from the last video. She is 5 foot and she says she's 160 pounds. But my tribe thinks she's about a 180, 200. And you wanna know what? When I looked at the rest of this video and seeing how she stood back and how wide she was, I believe that she's more on the 180 range here. So for all these questions about big women and seeing guys doing this here, those are only fetishes. Ladies, look at how many men are actually marrying big women. Don't just look at the one I'm saying, oh, my friend got this here. No, look at the totality of women and see if they are getting rings and they're going down the aisle. Comment, like, subscribe, click on that bell notification below. I want to hear what the tribe says here because this was part 2 and you guys asked for it. So let me know what you guys think on this video. But until next time, YouTube world, I am that dude named Dave. I'll see you next time.